Now I absolutely love the router. I use it as much as possible when I'm woodworking. It's such a versatile tool, and if you're thinking about getting one and never used one before, then check out these 5 tips to ensure a pleasant experience and happy ending. Let's go. Number 1, use appropriate safety gear. Yes, we are talking PPE, personal protective equipment. And the minimal PPE for when using a router is a dust mask, safety glasses or goggles, and some ear defenders. The router produces a combination of large and very fine dust particles, also dependent on the type of material that you're machining. So although some particles you'll see drop to the floor, some you won't. And these will easily be breathed in unless we are using a good quality dust mask, and not those silly paper ones. When some of the particles are cut away from the router, they really will fly at some speed, because a router will spin up to 28,000 times per minute. And this is fast enough to cause major injury to the eyes, so safety glasses or goggles are essential. The router is a relatively noisy machine, and the noise level can be tripled when cutting through material. The use of earplugs or ear defenders will reduce the sound level and protect your ears. Number 2, use good quality router bits. The quality of the router bit really can make a huge difference when it comes to the finish and the longevity of the bit. And a good quality bit will also sound a lot better when it's cutting through the material. If a router bit has been engineered to a high level, it will give you a good finish and will stay sharper for longer. Usually, in my experience, if a router bit is cheap, it's usually cheap in quality too. So make sure you compare prices when buying online. I'll leave some links in the description of some other router bits that I recommend. Number 3, use dust extraction when possible. Now there may be times when using dust extraction just is not possible, such as if you are using a cordless machine and there's no power, or you're outside, or there's very little room. A dust extraction unit or vacuum will ultimately do 2 things. Remove the majority of large and small dust particles, helping keep your work area clean, clear, and tidy. And it will reduce and prevent the amount of airborne dust potentially being breathed in, which could lead to long-term respiratory problems. If you haven't bought your shop vac just yet, consider an M-class dust extractor, required by health and safety regulations for trade work. These units must capture at least 99.9% of dust particles, helping to maintain a clearer atmosphere. The unit I'm currently using is the VTUF ToughVac 30 M-class dust extractor with power takeoff and automatic filter cleaning. It has a super long hose, a 30 litre capacity, and a great selection of end nozzles. I'll leave a link to this machine in the description. Number 4 is pushing the router in the right direction. One of the most important safety aspects when using the router is that you are using it in the correct position, and you're also moving the router in the correct direction. Always push the router away from you when possible. This will give you more stability and control. And always feed the cutter into your workpiece. As the cutter spins, you want this edge to cut into your material, and an easy way to remember this is to keep your workpiece on the left as you push the router forward. And last but not least, number 5, go and check out my router playlist for more information and tutorials. You'll find lots of videos on different types of routers, different router bits, router reviews, router projects, and a whole lot more. By doing these 5 things before you start using a router, you're definitely going to be on the road to routering success. Nice one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.